see, some people don't know that peer influence is a very powerful factor in people's lives. Usually, we think that peer influence affects only the children, the teenagers. No, it affects both old and young. Peer influence. If you sit down and think carefully, you realize that most of the things that you do as an adult stems from the fact that you are concerned or influenced by your friends. Think about it. Most of the things you wear, the trending things you wear, it's just because your friends are doing so and you don't want to be left behind. Okay? Now, one of my friends posted a video about a woman crying profusely online, crying in public. Why was she crying? She was crying because she was involved in that Equatorial Guinea saga. You remember that saga? Not me go tell you. You remember that saga? The Equatorial Machine saga. You remember it? So the woman was involved, and that woman is a married woman. And she was involved in that saga. You know what it means for a married woman to be involved in that kind of saga. So when she was found out, she was crying. And then they were asking her what the problem was. The woman said that it was her friend that influenced her to do that kind of thing. Are you understanding? Her friend. And this is a married woman, perhaps with children. And she allowed herself to be influenced by her friend. Is that not peer influence? That is peer influence. You allow your friends to influence the way you behave. You allow your friends to influence the way you think. That is peer influence. And it does not just happen to children. It does not just happen to teenagers. In fact, it floods us very well. Peer influence affects adults even more than children. But we don't realize it. We don't realize it. Most of us cannot do anything. We cannot function unless our friends tell us. Most adults cannot function unless their friends tell them what to do and how to do it. Most of us depend so much on friends. We depend so much on friends. My friend will say, my friend said, my friend did not say, my friend and I, my friend, You find yourself deviating from your normal or natural way of behaving. You are now doing like your friends waiting. That is peer influence. You can imagine a married woman being influenced by her friends to date another married man who she allowed to video her. Because, I mean, from the video, you can see that they knew that man was recording them. And they were okay with it. I don't even want to go into that. So you see that this peer influence we are talking about is very powerful. So we need to really, really know what we are doing. If your friends are not influencing you positively, please drop them and run like Ben Johnson. As an adult, you need your friends to influence you on how to behave. Then let them influence you positively. Do you know that some friends influence other friends to dress indecently? Do you know that? Some of us allow our friends to, tell us how to even dress. Tell us how to treat our husbands. Even men, their friends influence them. Their own matter self, I should leave it for another day. Even men allow their friends to influence them. When they go out to drink, when they go out to socialize, you hear them discussing about their wives. My wife, I cannot even take that rubbish. My wife, I cannot even allow her. My wife. By the time they finish talking about their wives, that particular one that cannot reason by himself, that particular one that cannot take decisions for himself and by himself will rely on those things that his friends said, he will not come back to show his wife shaggy. He will come back home to show his wife shaggy. I said I don't want to enter that one. That one is for another day. Our darling husbands. Our darling husbands. We should treat them with care, love, and respect, alright? They are crowns. So back to what I'm saying. Peer influence affects everybody. So don't be thinking it's only your teenage child. Don't be thinking it's only your child that, you know, allows him or herself to be influenced by his or her friend. You, the parent, should look at yourself. You, the parent, should check your behaviors. You, the parent, should know what to say, know how to behave, and know how to function as a parent. And don't allow your friends to influence you negatively. Oh, so let me rant. You know, I like to rant. You know, I don't go too far. I'll see you. Cheers.